Hello, this is Dr. Rob Crickett speaking. Your pilgrimage in the footsteps of Saint Francis of Assisi, Saint Peter, and Saint Paul is inspirational beyond words. From the unbelievably majestic Basilica of St. Peter's in Rome and the Vatican chambers with the Sistine Chapel, to the remote monasteries and hermitages in which the Saint of Saints played out his life as the little poor man, the Italians are known worldwide for how the divine fatherhood and motherhood of God has played and still plays a role in their lives. Join me, Dr. Rob Crickett, as we make a pilgrimage to many of Italy's most revered holy sites. Come and stay in Assisi itself, pray and worship with the Franciscan friars who still maintain a daily ceremony that revisits the place where St. Francis received the stigmata on Mount della Verna. Stay in Rome, the city of light, and see the magnificent basilicas and holy sites made famous by a litany of saints and doctors of the Church from the earliest days of Western Christianity. See the robe and prayer book of Saint Francis of Assisi and some of the clothing of his extraordinary friend, St. Clare of Assisi, the founder of the Poor Clares. But there's more. This pilgrimage travels over some of Italy's most beautiful landscape by car, and even into the Rieti Valley, the place where Francis loved the most of all, God's people. To the Subiaco Hills where Francis and his brothers lived as hermits, and even to the Camaldolese hermits high in the mountains above the clamour of the world. Here we visit real hermits, and we look at the age-old monastery of the Camaldolese, and even enter into the prayer-soaked 10th century house of its founder, Saint Romualdo. You will take part in the lives of some of Italy's most holy, living hermits and recluses. You will touch what the Lord Jesus has been doing in his church for the world's sake for centuries. You will encounter the authority of the church and come to see why it's so important to the worldwide Christianity. To non-Catholics, this pilgrimage is an eye-opener. But to all Christians, this pilgrimage in the footsteps of St. Peter, St. Paul, and St. Francis of Assisi, St. Clare, and St. Romualdo is to soar to wholly new dimensions of living faith in your own spiritual life. It's unforgettable. It is deeply moving. It's a discovery. It's an encounter with God in many different ways, and every way is a truly uplifting and love-filled blessing to you that will open up your spiritual life to appreciate what God has been doing in Italy and in global Christianity for 2,000 years. Unlike what he's been doing in any other nation or people of the world. Someone once asked, why do the Italians have so many saints? The answer was, because they're Italian. It says something about the Italian spirituality. It is soaked in faith. We stay in convents where possible. They're very modern, the rooms are private and have their own plumbing. We usually use rented cars, and that means we have the freedom to go where we want and when we want to, and to go in different directions at once if we so choose to do that. The pilgrimage costs €1,500, plus your airfare to and from Rome. I keep the numbers of pilgrims on this pilgrimage to 8 to 12 only, so that everyone has time and space for their own special journey with Jesus Christ and with the saints. Do not miss out. Pray on it, count the cost, in time, financially, and of course, in spiritual value to you personally. Then, when you're ready to make this extraordinary pilgrimage, contact me immediately and reserve your place while you can. This is Dr. Rob Crickett speaking from here in the stunningly beautiful Mount della Verna in Italy. And I want to remind you that you will never regret this kind of investment in your spiritual life in Jesus Christ.